This video will guide you through reviewing a Master Services Agreement. Master Services Agreement Review is a frequently requested service on the Contracts Council platform, since both service providers and clients want to understand the terms before signing. If you have received a Master Services Agreement and need to review it, then this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We have also provided more information in the description, including how to find a lawyer. We will cover top considerations when reviewing a Master Services Agreement, key terms to find and understand in your document, costs to hire a lawyer for review. We have also added a link in the description below with information on legal fees. Now let's get started. Top considerations for Master Services Agreements. Master Services Agreements are legally binding documents that outline the terms and conditions for ongoing services between a provider and a client. Before diving into specific terms, here are some top considerations to keep in mind. Scope of services. Ensure the agreement clearly outlines the scope of services to be provided, including detailed descriptions, timelines, and deliverables. Payment terms. The agreement should detail how and when the provider will be paid, including any milestone payments, retainers, or additional fees. Intellectual property rights. Determine who will own the intellectual property created during the course of the services and any licensing arrangements. Compliance with laws. Ensure the agreement complies with relevant local, state, and federal laws and regulations. And consider hiring a lawyer. It is always recommended to hire a lawyer to help review a Master Services Agreement. They can ensure the document is legally compliant, help you understand industry standard terms, and coach you on negotiations. We have included a link in the description to help you find one. Key terms to understand. Master Services Agreements contain many important terms that you should understand. Here are some key terms to look for. 1. Parties involved. Ensure that the names and details of both the service provider and the client are correctly stated. Make sure the full legal names of the entities or individuals are used. 2. Scope of services. Review the section that specifies what services will be provided, including timelines and deliverables. Ensure it matches your discussions and expectations. 3. Payment terms. Check the payment terms, including the amount, payment schedule, and any additional fees for extra work or modifications. 4. Intellectual property rights. Understand who will own the intellectual property created during the service provision and any licensing terms. 5. Confidentiality. Review any clauses that protect confidential information shared during the service provision. 6. Termination conditions. Understand the conditions under which the agreement can be terminated by either party, including any notice periods and termination fees. 7. Liability and indemnification. Review the liability and indemnification clauses to understand each party's responsibilities and protections in case of losses or damages. And 8. Dispute resolution. Understand the methods for resolving disputes related to the agreement, such as mediation, arbitration, or court litigation. Average costs to hire a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer to review your Master Services Agreement is advisable. Contracts Council's marketplace allows you to post your project and receive competitive bids from lawyers to compare. Based on recent data, the average cost to review a Master Services Agreement is $500 on a flat fee basis. This is based on 50 recent projects from across various U.S. states. Legal fees can vary based on the following factors. State or location. Lawyer fees may vary based on where they are located. For example, a lawyer in New York City will likely have a higher rate than a lawyer in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Length of contract. Given lawyers traditionally bill by the hour, a longer contract with more pages will require more of their time, which can make the legal costs higher. Complexity of terms. If there are complicated terms in the agreement, it can increase legal fees since it will require the lawyer to spend more time working on the project. Service required. You can hire lawyers for different services. If you simply need the contract reviewed and explained, this will be a lower fee than also needing the contract redlined and negotiated. Reviewing a Master Services Agreement is crucial in ensuring you protect your rights and establish a successful professional relationship with your client or service provider. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search Contracts Counsel or visit contractscounsel.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.